Hey everyone, welcome back to another review. Today we have the iconic XM Studios Captain America Sentinel of Liberty. It's a very well done statue, and as you can see, it's Captain America. So before we proceed, as usual, let's go back to the beginning. We'll do a semi-unboxing, and then we'll see what kind of accessories this thing comes with. Okay, so stay tuned. I think you will be impressed with this, as with most XM Studios products. Okay, so we've got standard black XM box. What's unusual about this Captain America is, as you can see, the box is very compact and small. So I think this is the smallest box that XM has ever done, which yeah, I really appreciate. I like big statues and everything, but sometimes it's a relief just to have a smaller box that you can carry downstairs without having to take the statue out. Okay, so we've got some info on the side of the statue, and then this is actually a Simply Toys exclusive, so you'd have to get it through them instead of directly from XM. Okay, and then over here you've got something, a little bit of details, I guess a history of Captain America. Okay, so like I said, this is a very compact box, well, for XM anyway. So, and then let's hear the sound quality. Oh yeah. So, and I wish every statue company would do one of these instead of tape. It's just less messy. So I'm going to remove the top styrofoam. With the top styrofoam out, we have one layer. We have Captain America, the statue. You have two shields, and then the base, and of course three heads. Okay, and the other arm. Okay, and as always with XM Studios, you get this registration card, I guess. Mostly it's online now. The art print, that's what it looks like. It's really nice. Other companies charge you for it, but XM does not. Okay, and then of course it comes with the jacket and instruction on where to place the parts. Captain America is easy to put back, but if you have ever seen Ghost Rider, oh, that thing's a pain. So yeah, it's nice to have that. Okay, so let's set the base up, and then the statue. Okay, I've got the base up. Looks like it's your standard one pegger, and it's just like a square base. Not an ordinary square base. As you can see, it's the top part is looks like it's his shield, and then as you can see, it's very nicely done. It's not just a square block. As you can see, the details with him, and then this is doing, I guess, World War One or two. And then as we spin over, that's his original shield, I guess. And then over here we see World War Two. So you get a lot of, and that's his modern shield. Okay, so you get a lot of details on the base, and it's, you know, you get stars around here and stuff. So it's not just a square or anything like that. Okay, so let's get the statue up. The body's up, and let's have a closer look. First thing we're going to look at to see if there's any gap where the feet are, and it's looking good so far. So that's good right there. Okay, and then the shoes are nicely detailed with red laces. Okay, and as we go up, we've got pouches. I know XM love their pouches, so that's nice. So far so good. I don't see any paint flaws. And then as we go up, we've got yeah, the interchangeable head and the right arm saluting. Okay, so it's got sculpted in, I guess, some form of armor. It's almost like chainmail. Okay, and then the star. Alright, so let's get the arms in and the three heads. Okay, so the first one that we're going to do is the um, old-fashioned or classic shield. As you can see, it's not the modern rounded shield one, okay? And then it's of course attached with magnet right there. And it's got nice details. And this shield, it's actually, I think it's plastic, it's not porcelain, it's very light. So it's a good decision because once we attach it here, um, you don't want it to be too heavy, okay? So it might fall out. So I guess that's why they wanted to do it with plastic, as you can hear. Okay, and then the first head that we're gonna attach is the, I guess you can say it's the classic head. This is the World War II head. So that's what it looks like, and then we're gonna just pop that baby up in there. Bam. And then of course you want to do the head before you attach the right saluting forearm. Okay. So we're gonna just attach it right into there. Bam. It's nicely done. Very, very nice. Okay. So that's what old Steve Rogers looks like. And let me give you guys a quick spinny. And of course, you know, XM love their buckles and pouches. Nothing wrong with that. It's just that a lot of pieces are done like that, and everything just fits fine. No gap. And I love these winglets. Okay, so I'm going to switch out this classic old-fashioned head for the unmasked head. Okay, so that's pretty nice. So all we're gonna do is first, actually, we're gonna remove the right arm. Darn it, it won't come out. And then we'll put in the unmasked head. And then we'll reattach the right arm. Okay. Okay, so that's what it looks like. So you can display Steve Rogers this way with the old classic shield. Okay. And let me give you a closer look at the head. And spin around. Okay, so now I'm going to switch it out for the modern shield, or the rounded shield, and the modern head. Alright, so we've got the other arm, left arm, that you can switch out. It's got the round modern shield, okay, and as you can see the details in it. So all we're going to do is attach it there. And then of course I took off the right forearm. Sorry about that, guys. Battery went kaput on me. So I've swapped out a new battery. But anyway, that is the modern head. As you can see, the winglets are actually integrated into the mask. Okay, and that's like the current design, as opposed to the one with the winglet. Oops, sorry. Okay, so I would much prefer to have one with the winglet and the fully covered head, but that's okay. So we're gonna put that in there, and then of course we'll attach the saluting hand, and that's what it looks like. So I think this head, I would go with this head or the unmasked head, but I don't think I'll go with the World War II head. As you can see, it looks pretty good. It's nicely done, and of course the round shield, that is my preference. Okay, so let's do a 360 with the different switch outs, and then we'll go to the final scorecard. Alright, so we've got the 360 with the modern head and the round shield. Okay, so I think I would display mine like this, as I prefer the modern look over the World War II look. And I like the round shield, because I always think about Captain America with the round shield that he throws. Okay, so I will switch out the other parts. Okay, so I switched out to the unmasked head. So we'll go with 360 with that, with the modern round shield. Okay, so you can display it this way too, and it's also fine. Okay, so now I'm going to switch out for the old head, or classic head, and then we'll do the classic shield. If you like your World War II head with the modern shield, that's okay. So we do that. I just like the winglets. The only thing is it looks kind of weird, you know, the half covered one. So I like the modern head with the full neck cover. Okay, so that's what we got. So let's switch out the classic or old World War II shield, and then we'll do some more 360s. Okay, now we've got the World War II classic look with the looks like triangular shield. Okay, so you can do it with this. Oops, there we go. And we'll go back the other way. Okay. Now we've got the modern head with no winglets on the outside with the triangular shield. Okay, so this one doesn't make sense because I don't recall Captain America donning this combo. But you know, it's a cool mix and match that you can try. So now we're going to switch out for the last one, the maskless head. So the last 360 with the maskless head with the World War II shield, the original one. So we'll go that way. Okay, and then we'll go back to the other side. So you can't really go wrong. You can just switch this out all day. Okay, so let's get a close-up, a closer look, and then we will go to the final scorecard. Alright, so I have put on the World War II design head and the triangular shield. Okay, so our first category is going to be sculpting. This thing looks really good all around. I do like it. I think this is the only saluting Captain America that has been made. So this is quite unique. So sculpting wise, everything looks nicely done, even down to the shoelaces. Overall, I am pretty satisfied with this, with a couple of caveats. Okay, let me see. The pouches are nicely done, so I don't have any issue with that. The only two issues that I have with this is one is Captain America's legs, and as you can see, his legs are not as muscular, not one befitting a super soldier. Okay, so I don't know if this was done on purpose like this, but maybe he's wearing some compression pants or something, so you know his muscle is compressed. But I would like to have the legs a little bit bigger, as befitting a super soldier. Okay, so other than that, everything else is good, and the only other thing is if you look at this part, I think it's a little bit too muscular, because keep in mind Steve Rogers has got some form of armor on. As you can see, it's like chainmail almost. So this is way too much muscle right here. So they needed to tone this part down. Okay. So I know it's based on the comic book and everything, but there should be some realism, and that's just too much. I guess muscle definition, like he doesn't have any skin on or anything. But other than that, you see the stars. It rises up from the shirt, so that's good. It's like having a stitch on logo. And then other than that, just my two issues is the legs are a little bit too small or too skinny, um, and this part, okay, it's too muscular. So I would have to give this an 8 for sculpting. It would be better if the legs were bigger, um, but I don't know why they made it a little bit too small. And of course, this part is too muscular. Okay, so our next category is paint, fit and finish. That means that on a scope that includes paint, and if there's any mixed media, how well the cloth or the mixed media fits. So with this one, there isn't a lot of mixed media, if any, other than if you consider this plastic. But the fit and finish is good. I didn't have any major flaws on mine, and as you can see when I'm zooming in closer to the face. Okay, so the eyes are done well. It's got some good shading. However, the ears could be a little bit more detail. And then as you can see, the shield, it's dirty. So that's a nice touch. Okay, so it's not your clean shield, and going down, the base is nicely done. It's very simple, but yet, it's got a story to tell. Those are nicely sculpted in, so it's not just a square box. Okay, and that one. So even a simplified base is done very well. So and the only issue that I have with this is I don't know if you can see it. You see the white. There's blue underneath. So the white isn't completely white. Same thing is there. Okay, so what I'm thinking is when this was painted at the factory, they probably did all blue, and then they threw on the red and the white afterwards. And then now I realize having some shade of blue is good, but I think it's should be whiter. Okay, so maybe throw in another coat or two of the white, and it would be better. So for fit and finish, I would give this a 8.5 out of 10, just because I think the white should have been better because it looks like the blues underneath. It's just coming through, and it should not be like that. It should be completely white. With maybe some blue shading is fine, but that's just too much. Okay, and then let me switch out the different heads, and then we'll do the next category. Alright, so now I've got the Captain America unmasked head. Looks pretty good, looks like Steve Rogers. Alright, so our next category that we have is going to be source material. So basically this is, it's based on a comic book. So when we look at this, does it look like Captain America? And the answer is definitely yes. It looks like it came out right out of the comic book. With the 2 different shields and the 3 different heads. Okay, so with that, you look at it, it's Captain America. There's no disputing it or anything. Maybe depending on which art, I guess you're looking at. Sometimes they don't draw the laces in, and you can't have like switch out legs or feet. So you're stuck with this, but it gives it a little bit of more realism. And then, but other than that, I don't see any problem. Even the World War II head is befitting of that. Wish there was one more because the modern head, it's really the modern head. So I would like to have the winglets coming out like the World War II head. But other than that, I would give source material a 10 out of 10. It's Captain America. Okay, so no issue there. And then our fourth category we have is the art direction. This is good because This is I think it's the only Captain America that is has him saluting. The piece is called the Sentinels of Liberty. So this is befitting Captain America. If any statues are done, in a saluting manner, Captain America would be it. Okay. So art direction wise, it's very simple, but yet if you look at the base before, it's very detailed. That's what I love about XM Studios. Even in the simplicity, it's very detailed, as you can see. Okay, so this is good art direction. It's very compact, as you can see. Display wise, it's very easy to display. You just need vertical space, which on all 1/4 scale statues, you're gonna get a lot of vertical space that you need. Okay, there's no horizontal requirements at all. So for art direction, 10 out of 10. It's just perfect, very befitting of the character and very unique. You don't have to be a comic book collector. You can just be like, a general, if you collect like G.I. Joe or something like that. This is very befitting, okay? It'll fit into any household. And it just looks nice. Okay, very patriotic. All right, so let me switch out with the modern, with the round shield, and then we'll go with the modern heads after this, and then we'll go to the next category. I've got my second favorite pose. It's the unmasked head with the round shield. I don't think many people will do the triangular shield, unless you're like old school or something like that. Okay, but anyway, so our final category is going to be accessories. That just means that whatever switch outs, the number of switch outs, the base. Some statues from XM, it's got over the top complicated base, which is what I like. But this one is very simple. It's designed that way. As you can see, even like I said, in a simplified base, you have a lot of details. Okay, it tells a story. It's not just a block of porcelain that he's standing on. And then, in conjunction with the art direction, you're not going to get any more switch out than, 3 heads. You get that, the World War II and the modern head. So you got plenty of accessories, and then of course you have 2 different switch out shields, and then I don't think you can go anymore other than getting the modern head with the winglets. Okay, so that would be nicer. The only other thing I would say is maybe asking too much. This head looks like he's angry. Maybe we can get a calm, more regal, proud head possibly. If that was the case, it would be better. But then you're asking for 2 more heads. So why not? But it's too late now. Maybe somebody can do a customized head. But anyway. So accessory-wise, the base takes a ding because it's not the standard overcomplicated Captain America base. But then that's not what this art direction is about. All right. So I would have to give this accessories. They more than made it up with 3 heads and 2 shields. Sorry. So I would give this a 9.5 out of 10. More complicated base would put it over the top, but like I said, that's not the direction that they're going for. But 9.5 is excellent. Okay, so that's it. And then the overall, not an average. I would say I would give this. I'm pretty impressed with it. When I purchased this from Simply Toys, I wasn't sure, from the pictures. But I do like it. I would have to give this a 9 out of 10, solid 9 out of 10. The only issues that I have is, the legs are a little bit, I think it's too skinny for a super soldier. Unless, like I said, he's wearing compression pants or something. Okay, but even then, we're living in a fantasy world here. So I'd like to have bigger legs. And then the other issue that I have is the whites needs to be whiter. It looks like it's missing a coat because right now it's got some blues underneath it, and then of course this portion right here, he's got some form of armor on, so it's got too much muscle definition right there. So other than that, it's a good piece overall. It's iconic pose, and you're probably never gonna see another one of these. Now, Sideshow or somebody may come out with it, but now they're just copying, and I don't think they want people saying that they're not original. So I'm glad XM came up with this pose. It's very iconic, and every day when I look at this, I'm a little bit more impressed with it. Okay. So we're going to put on the modern head for you guys. Very nice. And is this the only Captain America you ever need? Yes and no. Yes, in that if you don't care for action poses, this is it. I mean, this is iconic. It's very iconic look to Steve Rogers. And you have multiple switch outs. So it's nice. And then, but if you need action, then I guess sometimes in the future, XM I'm sure will come out with an action one. This is actually the second piece. The first one has him holding the flag, also very iconic, but I think this is more iconic than the other one, as you can see. This is how I would, this is my preferred display, I guess, angle. It's very nice, and that's the combo I would use. Okay, so overall, like I said, 9.0 out of 10. Very nice, just almost there, not quite, with some whites and the sculpting. The legs should have been maybe a little bit bigger. But when you get this in real life, it looks very, very nice. So I don't have any other issues other than maybe the plastic one. But it's understandable because it'll hold better because it's plastic. Magnet right in there. Okay, so thanks for watching, and I guess the next one we'll do. I've been saying Ghost Rider for a while. I will do that one next. It's just been sitting in the basement. That thing is just huge. Okay, so thanks for watching again, and then we'll see you next time for another XM experience. Bye.